We are just south of Pioneer Square here in the great northwest city of Seattle at newly named Lumen Field, home of the 12s. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Now a first carry for their fullback. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Not only a fumble loss there, but a fumble. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They'll give this to Ricard. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
At their 49-yard line.
We're just shy of midfield. Here's second down at 7. Now a first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Devin Witherspoon takes him down defensively. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. Back to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And his kick is good. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down at the 26. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll get this out wide to Metcalf. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. 3rd and 7 now. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback. The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Seahawks are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They begin with a run by Mixon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 32-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. Catches, and now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It looks like one of the DBs has it. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Nothing after one on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. An option handoff here to Mixon. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
That's a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Under pressure, and down he goes. Tyree Wilson in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Tag
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul. But the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound. And the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
But if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. He's the guy carrying the ball. How about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Williams. Taking it right down Broadway. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds, to continue to move people.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this one is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
19, Tiger, 19. Unlock Lions. Unlock Lions. Go.
Now Williams running left. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They give it to Williams running right. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Williams. Dances by him. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg, but how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And the pitch goes to Mixon. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
A yard, all they need, but it's 3rd down. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
This is not the end. Go, baby!
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's taken on the 25. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they do have terrific starting field position, but no timeouts to work with, so they'll need to operate quickly. And it's and now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. Touchdown, Raiders. Devontae Adams, 29 yards. And the Raiders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, it's only week 1, CD, but right now this offense, they look in mid-season form.
And what we're seeing is the benefits of all their dedication in the offseason. OTAs, mini camps, preseason, you name it, they did it. All that work and preparation, we're seeing them play really well right now. They're making it all pay off.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now stands at 13. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now back to throw. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And no, doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out, He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
To the right side and complete to Metcalf. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll make it second down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Brings up second and 9 at the 43-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That completes it again to Metcalf. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 45-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging, because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach, because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And their defense just helped him out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them, because after the work, the defense...
This is caught inside the 15. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Raiders are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Raiders 20, Seahawks nothing.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. And he'll be out of bounds just 3 yards shy of the end zone.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
So quite a turn of events. This is first and goal from the 3. And he's got it. Out of the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Mark Andrews from 3 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Myers connects on the PAT, and that cuts this lead down to 13. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And somewhat surprisingly, a fair catch called for on the short kick, so no return, and they'll begin at the 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, they still have time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
29-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's good for a Seahawks.
And now an audible here into something else.
At the 40-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
In motion right, that's Metcalf.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what drive?
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Seahawks are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Second and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Back to throw here. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And now they're in the hurry up. From the gun again to Mixon. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now.
At the 37-yard line.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Dexter Lawrence in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 14. He'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Raider D, they get the football back.
19 tight, 19 tight.
They go play action here on 1st down. This one swung out to Williams. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll try to run for it. Here's Williams. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 53 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
And the Raiders first down.
19 right.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are right back in this football game. And now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
There he goes, right side. It's a big play there for Seattle. 55 yards. So forget about being backed up. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way across midfield.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the Raiders have got him. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They're going to look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. 1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Here we go. This is 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Going for Hurd on the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
.49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. This is 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flushed out right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 2nd and long. Catch is made by Metcalf. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let it fly. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf, 57 yards. And the Seahawks have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point up and through by Myers. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So they got one of the two touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. The fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a...
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A great effort there. 46 yards. And the Raiders are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now stands at 13.
Seahawks 14.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
You ain't going nowhere. Me and the homies can trade your outfits. The game's not over, you know. Why are you giving up?
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Come on, O. Keep it up. Keep it up. Hey. Let's get some yards, boys. Let's go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Connecting with Andrews. Room past the 35. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And as you saw right there, this is a guy with pretty good speed for a tight end. Nice job there, catching the short throw and turning it upfield. He can also be a weapon downfield as well.
Well, they need to score, and score quick. One timeout remaining. Final minute, 1st and 10. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. They'll set up a throw. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Back to throw. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. The extra point now coming from Myers. And the lead will shrink to 6. So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And this this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though. Now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener.